Matt. He's in the hot seat. This was kind of a last-minute assignment for him, and you have some news from the Attorney General's office.
I do. Thank you very much, and thank you all for being here with us today and having me. I do have a note from the Attorney General, from Attorney General Pam Bondi, that I wanted to share, which is the following. I'm sorry to miss all of my Cpac friends today, especially Matt and Mercy Schlapp, Senator Blackburn, and the wonderful team at the Tim Tebow Foundation. Unfortunately, I am recovering from a recently torn cornea, which is preventing me from being with you. I truly wish I was able to join you and support all of the work being done on this critical issue.
A torn cornea. A torn cornea. Pam Bondi. Yeah, Pam Bondi, an American attorney, lobbyist, and political politician who has served as the 87th United States Attorney General. Pam Bondi has a torn cornea. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Fred Chad Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Friday. Happy Friday, July 25th of 2025. Hope you guys are having a great day. Kind of muggy here in Chicago. Kind of muggy. Mug. I guess that's a good word here, mug. Play on words, but pardon the pun. So Pam Bondi could not make a Cpac meeting yesterday because she had a torn cornea. I found that interesting in light of everything that's going on with the files. Yes, the FILES. This announcement was made a few hours before the Wall Street Journal, well, about an hour and a half before the Wall Street Journal broke their story, of which I did a video on it yesterday. Very important, very important. Let's look at some more detail. The announcement came 90 minutes before Wall Street Journal published a report alleging that Bondi informed President Trump in May that his name appeared multiple times in some files. Yeah. Remember Mr. Musk? He donned something with his cornea, like a black eye, and he said that little X socked him. Let's go down that rabbit hole, see if we can connect some stuff, allegedly, when they get together. And I was noticing a little mark. I'm like, what is that? What could that be? It's a black eye. I'm like, wow. So I went and did some research on that thing. And this is what I heard.
I wanted to ask quickly, Mr. Musk, is your eye okay? What happened to your eye? Maybe this is a bruise?
Well, it wasn't, I wasn't anywhere near France. So, no,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I just walked around with the Lex, and I said, go ahead, punch me in the face, and he did. Turns out even a 5-year-old punched you in the face, actually.
That was extra did?
Yeah.
Extra good. If you knew extra.
It's really small right now. But I didn't really feel much at the time, and I guess it bruised up. But I just watched around.
I didn't notice it actually.
So yeah, that's what he said. He told little X, go ahead and punch me in the face. Can you imagine that? Well, a few months ago, I remember seeing this video. And little X is in it. Watch what the president does. why he's making an X. That was interesting. So I looked up the date, and the date was March 14th. March 14th at the White House. And now today, on May 30th, Dad has a black eye. That's exactly 78 days ago, including the end date today. I guess that could be incident. What I say, coincidence? Yeah, that's an incident. Pearson, it's coincidence. Yeah, that's an incident. Whatever, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Incident, coincidence. Okay, now, let's get him on the mic again. Check it out.
I said, go ahead, punch me in the face, and he did.
Elon Musk reveals how he got the black eye he was seen sporting ahead of his last day at Doge. During a press availability event alongside President Donald Trump May 30th, the Tesla CEO rocked a noticeable accessory in addition to his Doge hat and Doge Father t-shirt. And when asked about the eye injury, Elon told chosen reporters in the Oval Office it was actually due to a play session with his son that got a little out of hand.
Yeah, no, I was just walking around with the Lex, and I said, go ahead, punch me in the face, and he did. Turns out even a 5-year-old punched me in the face, actually.
That was X that did?
Yeah.
X could do it. If you knew X,
I threw the ball right there. But I didn't really feel much at the time, and I guess it bruised up. But I just watched around.
I didn't notice it actually.
As Elon notes, his son...
Now let's go back and look at something. It appears that Trump's got on red and black when he did the X. Red and blacks means sacrifice. Then let me go back into that date. 3:14 versus 5:30. Because I thought I saw something. So let me go down this rabbit hole right quick. Never know what you might find, right? So we take 3:14, a little bit blurry in that content. And I just want to make sure that I'm not seeing things. 5:30. Okay, this should do it. Okay. Yeah, it's there. 11 weeks, 1 day. There's your 111. That's it right there. 3/14/2025 from the day that Trump made the X, March 14, 2025, the day that Elon announced the X at the White House, 5/30/2025, 11 weeks and 1 day. That's that 111. Isn't that interesting to go back and kind of see? Wow, people. Remember the guy who, the lone survivor from the India plane crash, was sitting in seat 11A, A being the first letter of the alphabet. So that's 111, 11A. Then you had the basketball championship 3 weeks ago, OKC and Indiana Pacers. They both won a game by 111. Then I showed you guys the mailbox. In the Texas flood, the mailbox said 111. A lot of 111. The Pope died on April 21st, the 111th day of the year, lest I say more. Now let's get back to this Bondi thing. This is interesting. So this is, well, first of all, this is 5/30/2025. That's the day that Elon announced his black eye in front of Trump and to the world, for that matter. And 7/24, that's when Pam Bondi, Attorney General, said that she's got a torn cornea. The difference is 55 days. Trump, wow. 50, what is 55? Julius Caesar got slashed 55 times in Rome. I'm sorry. Julius Caesar was 55 years old when he got slashed 23 times. Makes it interesting, doesn't it? That Pam Bondi's eye versus Elon Musk eyes 55 days ago. Wow. There's your 55, Julius Caesar. Now here's Pam Bondi, Attorney General. Her birthday is November 17th. Take November 17, 2024, her last birthday. Subtracted from the day that she had the gentleman announce she couldn't make it to the Cpac on 7/24. The difference is 8 months and 8 days. Trump's text number is 88022. Trump erected 2 flagpoles that were 88 feet tall, did he not? You get the feeling that this black eye stuff is really about Trump? Do you get that feeling? Put it in the chat. And here's Pam Bondi. She assumed this position as Attorney General, the first female, February 5th of 2025. That's 2/5. Take 2/5/2025, the day she was admitted, versus 7/24, torn cornea. The difference is 24 weeks and 1 day. The 24th letter of the alphabet is X. It's X. And Trump made an X when he was in the lawn. Wow, with red and black on. I tell you, people, I tell you. What else we got here? Cpac, she was supposed to go to the meeting. They were founded January, let me see, 1974. Let me look at the date on this thing. 1974 versus 2025. They're 51 years old. Cpac, the first person to give a speech at Cpac on January 25th, 1974 was Governor Ronald Reagan. Yeah. Then he became president after that. He's the first MAGA, M-A-G-A. Ronald Reagan gave a speech at Cpac, January 25th. So that's the founding date of Cpac, of which Pam Bondi was supposed to be there yesterday. Okay, they're a conservative group. You guys know about them, right? Let's look at that date, January 25th. Take January 25th, 2025, anniversary of Cpac, versus Pam Bondi says she's got a torn cornea, 7/24/2025. The difference is from the anniversary to the announcement of a torn cornea by Pam Bondi, the difference is 5 months and 29 days. What is 5/29? It's JFK's birthday. Is all this coincidence, people? I know it's Friday, right? I gotta wake up. 5/29, that's JFK, the most admired president of our time, and definitely by Mr. President Trump. He's buried in Arlington National Cemetery, Lot 45, and Trump was the 45th president. Is all this coincidence? His expiration date, 11/22. So if we take 11/17/2025, what is that? Pam Bondi's birthday. Let's take 11/17/2025, her next birthday, versus Trump's last birthday, 6/14/2025. We get 222. And you guys know 222 is that beast system. Are they speaking to us? Is this another creative way to speak to us? Donald Trump, put in geometric calculator, 222. Donald Trump Sr., 7th King Trump, the beast of revelation, Antichrist system, Antichrist Barack Obama. Are they speaking to us? Is this are they crafting events to tell us the future? That you would take Pam Bondi's birthday, the same year of Donald Trump's birthday, you get 222. It's deep, y'all. Now I put this in the geometric calculator as well. I put Pam, her middle name is Joe. Pamela Joe Bondi, torn cornea. Yesterday's announcement was 7/24/2025. That 421 sticks out. Why does 421 stick out? Because that's the day that he made his transition. Could all this be coincidence, people? Could all this be coincidence? I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking about this though. Elon Musk, and there's a whole lot of people here, famous people. Kanye West, George Bush, all these famous people. Eye issues. Is that John McCain from back in the day? The king from Britain, his father. What do you think, people? What do you think? Obama had one. So Pam Bondi's got a torn cornea. Interesting. You know, this thing called life, it has its moments. When you think about the eye is the window to the soul. And with that in itself is a message. The eye, the window to the soul. Could a black eye be a symbol like whatever is in your soul is sealed? Could that be what this is about, allegedly? It's like sealed. It's secret. It's got a secret now. You've got speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. Is that what this is really about? The three monkeys? Is that what the black eye means? What have you guys thought about historically when you hear about this thing? You finally get in a prominent position, whether it's sports or music or politics. And arguably, I've never seen this many people in prominent positions with eye issues. I've never seen that. And I'm wondering, what do you think? I see Brad Pitt, and the excuses that they use kind of makes you think, you know, Sattler, like I said, Kanye West. You can go down the road. You've heard this over the years, even over the decades. And it makes you wonder, is this being done allegedly to seal what's in the soul? You can't speak on it, and it should never come out. We're living in a time where I'm utilizing these 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, confirmation, time, and conclusion more and more, right? I'm using the 5 C's. And when you see something, when you see these type of things, it makes you think. It makes you think that it's got to be spiritual. Because there's no other part of the body that I would argue and say connects more to the soul than the eye. When I go back historical and when I go back to the sun god Ra, this is what I look at. This is what I look at. This is what I see. This is what I think. And what about you? Is this an old Egyptian practice being done right before us? hidden in plain sight, and none dare speak what it really means? Is that what this is? And what is this eye? This eye of Ra. What is the eye of Ra? What is the eye of Ra? The eye of Ra is a powerful symbol in ancient Egyptian mythology, representing the protective and sometimes vengeful aspect of the sun god Ra. It's also known as Udjat or Wegjati, and embodies concepts of protection, healing, and even royal authority. The eye of Ra is often depicted as the sun disk, or the right eye. The right eye. That's interesting. When I saw Prince guitar back in the day, singer Prince guitar, when I first saw his guitar, arguably that's what I'm looking at here. Common sense would say, hey, you question what this is about, because it definitely looks like it, doesn't it? It makes you think. Is that what's going on? Do we literally have other entities where we're sharing this space and time with, and they speak to those who have joined with them, and it's drawn from ancient times like Egyptian? I think that's a fundamental question that needs to be asked. Beyond, well, I just have a black eye. Because again, I've never seen this many prominent people all having that. And if this is true, is this part of a initiation? That when you join, you have to have this and you have to display it with no shame, and it speaks for itself? I'm Frenshot Pearson. I thought I'd throw that past you this morning. Check out my videos I did yesterday. We did a marathon yesterday. A lot of beautiful videos. JFK, repeat. This meeting with Trump and the Fed chairman, to me, was symbolic. Back in the day, JFK challenged the Fed's control of money supply, and Trump challenged the Fed chairman Jerome Powell yesterday about how much money he spent on doing how would you say, he was upgrading or repairing the Federal Reserve building. I think it was all symbolic. Chuck Mangione died at 84 years old. Barack Obama just happened to be 84 president. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Man, what a video in relation to the New World Order. Is it symbolic more of this, of him just not dying, but America dying, the bird, and coming forth is the New World Order? Is that what this about? And you got Prince, and you got the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy. I showed a possible connection there. Doing a lot of work, people. You guys can help the channel. Click on more. I appreciate all the love you guys send me in prayers. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Tell them what's going to go down today. God bless. Jesus is coming soon.